Hey there, it's Raymond here, and you're welcome to my channel. Every week I share insightful and strategic stories that help you to navigate the bends of your life in the areas of your lifestyle, personal growth, study abroad, global opportunities, business hacks, and of course travel. You guys know how much I so love traveling. And so every week I bring you tips and hacks that helps you to navigate even your businesses, that helps you to stay way ahead of your game. And if these are areas that you're very much interested in, I would like to encourage you to click on the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the notification icon so that you will be one of the first to see my video every time I launch. And so today we will be talking about how to position yourself as an authority in your field. Now, this topic is very important because whether you are a consultant, an entrepreneur, a creative, a founder, whatever you are doing in your life, I believe that you want to be able to stand out in that place. You want to be able to be seen as the best in that place. You want to be able to make more money in that place. And how best are you able to achieve this if you are not seen as an authority figure in that particular field? And so today I'm going to be sharing with you 4 ways you can actually position yourself as an authority figure in your space. But let us even ask ourselves a very vital question. Why is positioning very critical in standing out as an authority figure in your space? You see, the world is getting extremely hyper competitive, and the noise out there in the digital space is getting even more crazier. And so you need to know that being good at what you do is no longer just enough. You also need to be perceived as being good in what you are doing. And how best can you be perceived as being good at what you do if you are not positioning yourself, if you are not standing out as an authority figure in your space? And there are 3 reasons why you should work so hard to stand as an authority in your field. One of the reasons is because being an authority in your field has a way of bringing trust. It brings trust because people like to deal with people they can trust. Of course, you know, with the KLT principle, people have to know you, people have to like you, and then it now generates into trust. Knowing you is the fact that you are visible, you are always showing up out there. People see what you do, and over time it translates to liking you, liking your value system, how you talk, the way you solve problems is what determines whether people are going to like you or not. But then if you have shown this stretch over time, it generates into trust, and that is when people are going to bring massive opportunities to you. That's when people are going to patronize you. That's when people are going to dip their hands into their pockets to give you their money, because they trust that whatever you are giving to them is very valuable, and so they see you as an authority. Being an authority figure brings trust. The second reason why you should position yourself as an authority is because being an authority opens doors for you, right? When you become an authority in your field, it has a way of opening doors for you. It has a way of letting the world know, it has a way of defining the crowd. It has a way of distinguishing you among the crowd. And so people begin to share opportunities that otherwise you wouldn't have necessarily even know about. People begin to invite you to meetings. People begin to invite you to, provide you with massive opportunities that you are not even struggling. If you are not an authority figure, sometimes you will not even see how these opportunities, how these businesses, how these deals are being brokered. But now you are seen as an authority, and your voices count, your words count, your advice count, your value and your contribution count. And so you need to be in that room. So let's talk about the third reason why it is important for you to position yourself as an authority figure in your field. It's important because positioning yourself as an authority helps you to attract attention and revenue in your field. Now, most people do not understand that attention is a type of currency that is very crucial, that is very critical if you are going to make a lot of money. Trust me, you want to get a lot of people, a lot of eyes towards your direction, towards your product, towards your service, towards you yourself as a personal brand. And you guys know how much I love to talk about personal brand. It is the future of business, and I'm going to talk about that in another video where I broke down how personal brand is going to become the business of the future. And so positioning yourself as an authority figure helps you to attract attention and revenue. You have more eyes on you. When people see you, perceive you to be an authority in a particular field, they're able to talk to other people about you. They're able to talk more about your product. They want to associate more with you. I mean, the attention around you and around everything that you talk about, you believe, everything that you put your you place your word or whatever on growth as well. And then if you know how to monetize this attention, you can actually translate and convert it into revenue. It is very, very, very critical that you get those eyeballs on you towards your direction. And that is why you need to grow very fast to become an authority figure in your field. Now, let me ask you a question. If you had to, if you had to hire a consultant or someone to be able to help you to navigate or find the solution to a problem that you are going through, either in your business, in your career, in your academics, in whatever it is that you're doing, who are you going to talk to? Are you going to talk to just a random person who is just here, who is not an authority, or are you going to look out for someone who is perceived to be an authority in that particular place? I believe that the answer is obvious. Now, let me go straight ahead to talk about 4 strategic ways you want to position yourself as an authority figure in your field. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Number one is that you have to be able to demonstrate your expertise in such a way that it solves the problem of people. You have to be able to demonstrate your expertise. First of all, figure out an area that you're very passionate about, and find ways to demonstrate your knowledge, your expertise, your experience in that particular field such that it meets the needs of people. It addresses the pain points that other people are facing. When you do this, a lot of people are going to start coming to you because they know that there is no other person who can help them to solve this problem apart from you yourself. So you've got to constantly demonstrate expertise in whatever area that you are very passionate about such that it solves problem. And this you can actually do it, through educational content, through inspirational content, through motivational content. I mean, there are different ways you can actually demonstrate your expertise, but at the end of the day, ensure that it is helping people to find solutions to the questions, to the complexities that they are facing in their life. That's the number one way you want to be able to position yourself as an authority. Number two, the second way to position yourself as an authority is write a book. Now, when you write a book, you become an author. Now, being an author is derived from the word authority, which means when you are able to write a book in a particular area that you are very passionate about, automatically you are distinguished from the crowd and seen as an authority in that particular area, as an expert in that particular area. Now, there's something that happens if you are able to take out some time to document your experience, your knowledge in a readable format such that people can actually learn from your thoughts and share in your experiences from across the world. That is a huge gift that a lot of people have, unfortunately, which many people are not using. So you've got to be able to write a book. You have a story that a lot of people want to hear. The world needs to hear your story. So you need to be able to put them in a book. And as soon as you are done putting down your experience, your knowledge, or the solutions to whatever problem that you are seeing in the society or in your field in a readable format, automatically you distinguish yourself from the crowd. You have more credibility. You are, when you walk into a place and identify yourself as an author, the perception changes. You are able to intentionally, automatically curate what perception you want people to have of you. You are able, they distinguish you, they give you, you get invitations to even come and share more about whatever it is that you have written in your book. And so you've got to be able to write a book if you want to distinguish yourself or position yourself as an authority in your field. Find an area of passion. Find something that you're very passionate about. Find something that can help people to solve a problem and write a book on that. And I'm going to share like a very simple story. I remember when one of the years, I think it was in 2021, when I was traveling and I got to an airport, and it was kind of rowdy. And then so one of the security officers, approached me, and I had some books in my hands, and then incidentally my own book was also part of it. And so he now said, "Oh, are you a student? Why are you having all these books?" I said, "Oh, I am an author. I bought some books, and then I also have my books there." And then he got to look at through those books and saw my own book. Immediately it changes our conversation. So he started asking me questions about why I wrote my book and the content of that. I eventually ended up autographing the book for him. But what happened is that his perception of me completely changed, and how he dealt with me at the airport completely changed, just because he immediately saw me as an authority figure. He immediately saw me as an expert in a particular area, and it shaped the way our relationship went from that point forward. So you want to be able to write a book. The third way you want to be able to position yourself as an authority is this: organize events. You want to be able to organize events. Trust me, I love organizing events for a couple of reasons. First of all is that it helps you to create platforms that bring a lot of people together, people from different backgrounds, different experiences, different all kinds of people, different knowledge and all that. They are able to come on your platform to learn and also to share experiences. And so when you organize events, what happens is that you are able to bring both high flyers and people who are looking forward to building their dreams together. Now, when people's life change as a result of the event you have organized, guess what happened? They are going to give their testimonial and say, oh, it is at this particular event that their life experienced a tangible shift. And what happens? The thing flows back to you who summoned the courage enough to organize that particular event, which everybody showed up, and now that their life changed as a result of that. So you've got to be able to organize events. What also happened is that the high flyers are also able to have more respect for you, organize you to even bigger events just because you had the courage to organize events. Now it is very easy. There are several ways you can organize events. You can organize simple shows. Yeah, you can organize shows. Find out an area you're passionate about, and most cases, let me give you this tip. Sometimes you don't need to be an expert in a particular area to organize an event. Sometimes you can see a problem and you feel like this needs to be solved, and you deploy the use of what we call OPK. OPK simply means other people's knowledge. You figure out the people who are very knowledgeable in that area that you feel like needs solution, and bring them together to share their thoughts. And this can happen in your shows. You can organize interviews, go out there, reach out to people that are high flyers or people who are accomplished in the areas that you really really want to venture into, and interview them, ask them questions, let them share their thoughts, and you put it out there. You can organize podcasts, you can organize conferences, webinars, workshops, seminars, whatever it is that you can organize. It can be free, it can be paid, whatever, depending on your capacity. But once you start organizing events, the world starts seeing you as an authority figure because you are able to create a platform that shape lives. Right now, another thing I also have to say about organizing event is that sometimes you can also organize a YouTube, set up a YouTube channel and look at the camera and share your thoughts, your stories, your lessons, everything. Put it out there. Someone out there is waiting to learn from your own unique journey. And so when you organize events, when you organize shows, when you host podcasts, trust me, you are distinguishing yourself. You are also intentionally curate how you want to be perceived by the world. And I'm going to talk about the fourth way you can position yourself as an authority in your field. It is by building strategic partnerships and networks. You have to go out there and build strategic partnership and network. Figure out people whose realities are your dreams, people whose realities are your dreams. Figure out those people and find a way to gain access into the room where they are. You want to be able to find ways to gain access into the rooms where they are. Sometimes it might require you paying for their coaching program, paying for their conferences, buying their books, paying for their mentorship, whatever it is that you can do. But you have to find a way to build strategic partnerships, strategic networks, figure out ways, the rooms, the kind of meetings they go to, the kind of engagement they have, the kind of shows they watch, the kind of clothes they wear, whatever it is that they do. Trust me, success leaves blueprints. And as soon as you are able to successfully identify with these people, what happens? Trust me, they also start showing you opportunities that are also available to them. They start inviting you to meetings that are available to them. And just by being associated with these people, other people also start perceiving you to be an authority figure in your space. If you have found these lessons, if you found these tips very very vital to your journey, I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and click on the subscribe button, and of course do not forget to turn on the notification icon so that you will be one of the first to always see my video each time I launch. I really really look forward to sharing more valuable content to help you to navigate your life journey. And until my next video, I'll see you again. Bye.